They were fine at the time, but the conditions were terrible, probably 5 to 6 metre seas, up to 60 knot winds.
The pair were expected to reach Sydney aboard a police boat on Tuesday evening.
Breaking news first. America's first news, coast to coast with Matt.
I know I need to pay attention to my health, but I just can't seem to find the time. Between rushing to work and taking care of the kids, there's not much time left over for me. So I decided to start small by eating more fruits and vegetables and being more active. And then I got the family to make some changes too. We started by keeping a bowl of fresh fruit on the counter, and I limit the amount of sweet snacks I keep in the house. I've also found some creative ways to add more vegetables to our meals. We're taking more walks, and on the weekends, we head down to the pool at the rec center. It doesn't happen every day, but it does happen. You don't have to change your entire life to be healthier. Just make some simple changes and include your family. You'll see how easy and fun it can be.
You can make a difference. Eat smart, play hard. And when you do, your kids will too. A challenge from USDA.
News Talk 1560 AM, 94.1 FM, KTUI, Sullivan. It's 6 o'clock. Good morning. This is KTUI Radio, beginning a new day of broadcasting. KTUI is owned and operated by Merrimack Area Broadcasting, LLC of Sullivan, Missouri. Broadcast facilities are located at 900 Elmont Road in Sullivan. KTUI is authorized by the Federal Communications Commission to operate on an assigned frequency of 1560 kilohertz on the AM band and K231CP, an FM translator frequency of 94.1 megahertz. The assigned power for KTUI AM is 1,000 watts, and the power for the FM translator is 250 watts. We invite you to tune in daily to AM 1560 or 94.1 FM for the latest news, weather, and information. And now the U.S. Army Field Band and Soldiers Chorus with our national anthem.
This is By the Way, and as they say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. You've probably heard that. I'm amused by those kinds of seemingly simple prescriptions for life, but I found it difficult to translate them into real life. When the going gets tough in our lives, it may be the toughest time to keep going. But we might find that it is in the tough times that we can feel closest to our God. We might reach out to Him more often in tough times. It's then our God in Christ can remind us that He offers His power to help us keep going. It's not our power. We don't have enough. He does, and He can see us through. A thought from By the Way.
And good morning to you. It is 3.5 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock here on
this Wednesday morning. I'm Sam Scott. Glad to have you along with me. It's 57 degrees here at the studios of KTUI. 52 out at Sullivan Regional Airport. Let's go ahead and listen to our weather.
From the KTUI WeatherBug Weather Center. For this morning, a clear sky, sunshine today, high 84. Mainly clear tonight, low 64. Thursday, sunshine, high 86. Partly cloudy Thursday night, low 62. Sunshine Friday with a stray shower thunderstorm, the high 78. For Saturday, sunny skies, high 70. Sunday, sunny, high 72. Monday, sunny, high 78. For KTUI, I'm meteorologist Jim Rinaldi.
Thanks, Jim. 4 now past 6 o'clock. And again, 57 degrees here at the studios. 52 out at the Sullivan Regional Airport. And yeah, I got a big pop-up here. All right. So let's see. Coming up this morning at 8:30, I'm scheduled to talk with Glenda Volmert with CASA of Mideast Missouri. Used to be Franklin County CASA, but they've expanded, so they're Mideast Missouri now. And then at 9:10 this morning, Spring Bluff R15 School Superintendent Jeannie Jenkins. Some birthdays that I have for you today. Dennis Schmidt is 65. Jennifer Wright has a birthday. Jim McCullough. I'm going to say Jim's 59 today. Shirley Summers. Shirley's 90 today, so happy birthday, Shirley. David Corman, I believe, is 86. And then I've got Joe and Fannie Lee down for an anniversary today. Let's see. Sunrise is going to be at 6:37 this morning, and then sunset at 7:30 tonight. That gives us a day length of 12 hours and 53 minutes. All right. And on this 4th day of September in 1954, we had a record high of 104 degrees. Don't think we're going to get there today. It's going to be warm, but let's see. 1974, the low high was 68. Also in 1974, our record low was 42. And then the high low on this day came in 1925, and that was 81 degrees. Well, let's see. Did you play the Mega Millions jackpot? Or whatever that is. Lottery? Yeah. The Mega Millions jackpot has soared to an estimated $740 million for Friday night's drawing. If won, it would be the 7th largest jackpot in the game's history. The prize money continues to grow after no one matched the winning numbers last night. The numbers drawn were 12, 41, 43, 52, 55, and then the gold mega ball was 9. Though no one won the jackpot, 2 tickets from Kansas and Michigan matched 5 of the numbers to win $1 million. The last Mega Millions jackpot was won in Illinois back on June 4th, with earnings worth $552 million. The odds of winning the jackpot are 1 in 302,575,350. And Mega Millions holds the distinction of being the only lottery game to have awarded 6 jackpots more than $1 billion, all in different states: Jersey, Florida, South Carolina, Maine, Illinois, and Michigan. Tickets are sold in 45 states, as well as the District of Columbia in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the drawings are always held at 10 o'clock our time, Tuesdays and Fridays. They pull those Powerball, or whatever they are, Mega Millions balls in Atlanta. All right, well, today is Eat an Extra Dessert Day. Global Talent Acquisition Day. It's National Leadership Day, National Macadamia Nut Day, National Newspaper Carrier Day, National Spice Blend Day, National Wildlife Day, and there's some things that you can celebrate today. Don't forget it's National Waffle Week. I love waffles. All right, 8 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock here on a Wednesday morning. And we've got news coming to you from Town Hall. Stay tuned.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Another night of Russian airstrikes all across Ukraine. At least 7 people killed, more than 20 injured in Lviv. The BBC's Nick Beak in central Ukraine.
Another air raid siren here this morning sent rescue teams running for cover. Soldiers manning the entrance to this military academy also took shelter, with the fear the site may be targeted again. The latest Russian attacks overnight brought more death and destruction, notably in the city of Lviv, on the edge of the EU and also on the border of the NATO alliance. President Zelensky is imploring to do more to help defend his country. Video from Lviv showed the moment of the strike, a huge explosion in a residential area and debris raining down on people's homes.
Federal prosecutors have filed charges against the senior leadership of Hamas, this stemming from the October 7th terror attack on Israel. A stubborn heat wave not letting go of the Southwest. Triple-digit temperatures in Phoenix for 100 days running.
That's long since shattered the record of 76 days in a row set back in 1993. The temperature hit 102 in Phoenix on May 27th and has made it to triple digits every day since. It doesn't look like a break is coming anytime soon. Mark O'Malley with the National Weather Service in Phoenix explains what caused this persistent heat.
We had an area of high pressure that was fairly strong that set up over the region this year, and it just hung over the region. The days that we did have thunderstorms, they weren't particularly widespread.
Unseasonably high September temperatures are expected this week across the western United States. I'm Hea Panjwani.
Former President Trump losing his bid to have his New York criminal case transferred from state to federal court. On Wall Street this morning, stock futures in the red. The Dow futures down 80 points. NASDAQ futures off 90. More on these stories at townhall.com.
For anyone with everyday aches and pains, I've got a question. What are you missing out on? Probably a lot. So let me tell you about Relief Factor. Relief Factor is a drug-free daily supplement that helps your body fight pain naturally. It doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or even eliminate it. In about 3 weeks, you'll discover what it's like to feel better. Go to relieffactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF and save on your first order. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF.
Tommy! I can't wait for golf this weekend, huh, buddy? Time flies. Love you, man. Oh, don't forget your knee brace again. We aren't in college anymore.
Moments together matter, so help protect yourself from RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV, and there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Mexico's Congress expected to approve a series of controversial judicial reforms. Under the plan, 7,000 judges would be elected by popular vote.
It is significant, and I think symbolically it's significant as well. It's saying, you know, from the López Obrador side, this is the will of the people because the judicial system isn't fit for purpose, while those who actually work in the judicial system saying we don't want this undermines democracy, and it's going to basically politicize the judiciary and make it another branch of the executive.
The BBC's Will Grant. Another boat carrying several dozen people appears to be making another attempt to cross the English Channel, seemingly to Britain from northern France, just a day after 12 migrants died trying to make the crossing. Pope Francis urging Indonesia to live up to its promise of harmony in diversity and to fight religious intolerance. Francis had a busy, full first day in Indonesia, meeting with the country's president and other high-ranking government officials. News and analysis, townhall.com. A lost and found treasure resting amid the debris of what is arguably the world's most famous shipwreck.
The location of a bronze statue not seen in decades is among the discoveries made by the company that owns the salvage rights to the Titanic during its first expedition to the site in years. The Georgia-based company that owns the legal rights to salvage the Titanic wreck has completed its first trip since 2010 and released the first images from the trip on Monday. Keith Peters reporting.
The shooting in broad daylight of San Francisco 49ers rookie receiver Ricky Pearsall during an attempted robbery in an upscale shopping district is once again putting San Francisco's safety in the national spotlight, and this time just weeks before voters choose a new mayor. The teen is charged with attempted murder in the shooting of Pearsall, who is expected to recover after being shot in the chest. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffin. Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey is again suing the Biden administration over attempts to forgive student loans. This third lawsuit comes days after the U.S. Supreme Court upheld a block on the SAVE plan, which aims to cut monthly payments and accelerate the path to having loans forgiven. The Missouri-led lawsuit claims that the U.S. Education Secretary is unlawfully trying to mass cancel hundreds of billions in loans. The latest forgiveness effort is based on another federal statute the Biden administration says gives them the authority to do so. The coalition is made up of 6 other U.S. states, including Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, North Dakota, and Ohio. Missouri school employees are being trained to stop safety threats from happening. The Missouri School Boards Association Center for Education Safety is offering training to school employees to help them determine the credibility and seriousness of potential violence. John McDonald, the center's chief operating officer, says words and actions matter.
If you say you're going to kill me, if you say you're going to blow me up, if you say you're going to bring a gun to school, I believe you. And it is really foundational that we believe the threat. We can't be that school, we can't be that district, we can't be that educator that doesn't take a threat seriously. And our kids deserve better than that.
A threat assessment team, which could be made up of school employees, parents, doctors, a faith-based advisor, and law enforcement, helps the student to get on a healthy path. Could a new wave of vaccines be here? That's what medical researchers at Washington University in St. Louis are hoping after developing a nasal COVID-19 vaccine that does not require needles. According to Dr. Jocko Boone, the nasal vaccine triggers an immune response in the nose and upper airway where the virus enters the body.
The nose and the mouth are the point of entry. So having these cells and these antibodies present right there where the virus comes in is really critical for the most effective vaccines against these viruses.
Through his work experimenting on hamsters, Boone found that people who were given the nasal vaccine did not pass the virus on to others. This is Missouri Net.
Feeling overwhelmed? Call, text, or chat 988. If you or someone you care about is struggling with thoughts of suicide, facing a mental health or substance use crisis, or if you simply need someone to listen, call, text, or chat 988. It's your direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. Call, text, or chat 988 to connect with trained crisis specialists, day or night. A message from the Missouri Department of Mental Health.
Everyone has a community, a neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. Community members can be your eyes and ears when you're not with your kids and alert you to signs of potential problems. Learn more at talktheyhearyu.samhsa.gov.
The University of Central Missouri is expanding its partnership with the Air Force. Anthony Morbith reports.
Air Force members looking to continue their higher education can do so through the Air University Associate to Baccalaureate Cooperative. The program is designed to help Air Force members continue their higher education by using their military credits, making it easier and faster to obtain a bachelor's degree. Since forging a partnership 3 years ago, 7 degree pathways have been added from the campus in western Missouri's Warrensburg. U.S. Veterans Magazine recognized UCM as a 2024 top veteran-friendly school.
Missouri is set to receive $13.7 million to make broadband more available to underserved people across the Show Me State. And the state's Department of Economic Development wants public input on the Digital Opportunity Grant Program. Feedback will be accepted through October 3rd. And a public hearing is scheduled this month on Ameren, Missouri's plans to build a natural gas plant in St. Louis County. The virtual public hearing is set for Friday, September 20th via WebEx. This is Missouri Net.
For the last couple years, my company, Level 9 Heating and Cooling, has been telling you that when it comes to your HVAC system, you've got a guy. I want you to know that in this area, I'm that guy. My name is Ben Pence, and I'm the Level 9 Sales Manager. Level 9 is committed to making sure your heating and cooling system runs at peak efficiency, both to save you money on your monthly bills and to extend the life of your system. I also want to let you know that we now offer plumbing services with a master plumber and a journeyman plumber licensed in St. Louis County, and the surrounding areas. I'm also excited to offer the preventive maintenance program for just $25 a month. We come and check your plumbing each year and your HVAC system in the spring and the fall. Preventative maintenance members also get discounts on parts and services. Level 9 Heating and Cooling is a proud premier Lennox dealer, but we service all brands. You can contact me at 636-239-3581. Remember that when it comes to heating, cooling, and now plumbing, I'm your guy.
Formal charges were filed yesterday against the Camdenton man arrested after a pursuit that led to an Osage Beach police officer's death. Community members also gathered last night for a vigil for the fallen officer. Christopher Waymeyer faces 1 count of aggravated fleeing, a stop or detention resulting in death, a Class A felony. The probable cause statement filed Tuesday said the pursuit started when Waymeyer was clocked going 90 miles per hour on Highway 54. During the pursuit, Waymeyer allegedly reached speeds of more than 100 miles per hour. Officer Felicia Carson with the Osage Beach Police Department got involved in the chase, and according to the police department, at one point she crashed. Carson died as a result of her injuries. Waymeyer himself later crashed during the pursuit, according to police, and was taken into custody. The probable cause statement said Waymeyer admitted to racing with a friend before the pursuit began. He reportedly said he knew police were trying to stop him, and he chose not to stop to avoid being charged with traffic violations. Hundreds gathered at the vigil at the Osage Beach Police Department to mourn the death of fallen officer Felicia Carson. Many of those people who live in the Osage Beach and also law enforcement agencies from around the state. KOMU TV in Columbia reported that the foundation dedicated to a fallen Herman police officer is raising money for the family of Officer Felicia Carson. The Mason Griffith Foundation has raised more than $10,000 for the Carson family. The foundation was established last year in memory of Mason Griffith, who was killed in the line of duty. The Missouri State Highway Patrol reported an accident in Franklin County at 9 o'clock last night on Ouida Road west of Oak Creek Drive. 36-year-old Joshua Stevens of Lonedell was riding a 2003 Yamaha YZF, failed to negotiate a curve, traveled off the roadway, and overturned. Joshua Stevens had minor injuries. He was taken to Mercy Hospital in Washington by private conveyance. A passenger, 33-year-old Johnny R. Stevens of Lonedell, had serious injuries. She was taken to Mercy Hospital in St. Louis by St. Clair EMS. A Washington man was injured in an accident at Lake of the Ozarks at 10:40 a.m. yesterday at the 11-mile mark of the main channel. 63-year-old Brian G. Eckelkamp was operating a 2000 Procraft Combo 215. He struck a large wave break and suffered moderate injuries. He was taken by ambulance to Lake Regional Hospital in Osage Beach. The Missouri State Highway Patrol made an arrest at 12:08 a.m. yesterday in Phelps County. 60-year-old Timothy C. Sanders of Rolla, arrested for DWI drugs, failure to display lighted lamps on a motor vehicle when required, failure to keep right half of the roadway. He was taken to the Phelps County Jail. And then released. On Saturday at 6:16 p.m. in Crawford County, 22-year-old Trevin J. Center of Sullivan was arrested for boating while intoxicated. He was released. Also on Sunday at 5:45 p.m. in Franklin County, 50-year-old Michael A. Kane of Sullivan, arrested for Sullivan failure to appear original charge of shoplifting. He was taken to the Sullivan Police Department and was bondable. In a story from the Sullivan Independent News, a Crawford County man accused of firing at a motorist and passenger who got lost on his dead-end road is said to appear in court today for a plea hearing. 45-year-old Joseph Caltry was scheduled to go to trial September 11th through the 13th, but court records show that it's been canceled. Caltry faces 1 count of unlawful use of a weapon and unlawful possession of a firearm. Caltry is a convicted felon and disqualified from owning a firearm. Court documents say Caltry believed the motorist and passenger were tweakers casing his place and told the deputy the vehicle was suspicious. The 2 victims had received permission to fish at a lake nearby and drove down Caltry's road, which dead ends. The 2 male victims stopped in front of Caltry's house. Caltry approached them and asked what they were doing. Then the conversation escalated. The victims left and Caltry got into his truck and followed. He allegedly fired a shot in the air from outside his vehicle. Missouri Department of Transportation construction inspectors have found quality issues with the new concrete placed for the 8-mile section of eastbound I-44 between Rolla and St. James. This section is part of the $50.5 million project that spans from west of Rolla to Cuba. The contract began in April of 2022 and includes major pavement rehabilitation
as well as the complete reconstruction of the eastbound lanes between exits 186 and 195. The contract was originally awarded to Lehman Construction LLC, which was bought out by Capital Paving and Construction in May of 2023. During recent routine inspections by the MoDOT team, a quality issue with the concrete joints on the new eastbound lanes was discovered. To ensure the new roadway meets expected construction standards and is the best quality product for Missouri taxpayers, the errors must be corrected, which will require more time. Central District Engineer Michelle Watkins said, "We understand this has been and continues to be an inconvenience for drivers, businesses, and residents, but we are committed that the product we deliver will serve this community well and reliably for many years, even if that means it takes a little more time. The extent of the issue and the proposed plan for remediation and correction are unknown at this time. MoDOT is requiring the contractor to complete an in-depth analysis of the full 8 miles of concrete placed for the eastbound lanes and develop a plan to correct these issues. MoDOT anticipates that it could take several weeks to develop a plan. In the interim, the current traffic pattern for eastbound drivers will remain in place. Once a remediation plan has been developed, reviewed, and approved, MoDOT will be able to provide an updated projection for the project's completion, and the date traffic will be restored in this section of Vital Interstate. If you'd like more information about the project, you can visit the project website at modot.org/I-44 Phelps Crawford. That is a look at your local news on a Wednesday. I'm Sam Scott.
Hello, this is Cheyenne, the Treasury Management Specialist at Sullivan Bank. Our goal in the Treasury Management Department is to give your business a step up in business banking. We are committed to visiting your place of business to set up your products and provide training to your team. If you aren't sure what services could benefit you, we will walk you through our products and go over which ones make the most sense for your needs. We want you to focus on growing your business with the peace of mind that we will be there when you need us. Call us today to experience a step up in business service.
You deserve a radiant smile, and at Compass Health Network, we're committed to making that a reality for everyone. If you're struggling to find dental care that accepts Medicaid, we're here to help. Our skilled, board-certified dentists offer a wide range of services, from cleanings to restorations, with a focus on your comfort and well-being. Dental care for your whole family. Call 844-853-8937 to schedule an appointment today, or learn more at compasshealthnetwork.org.
In recent funeral notices, Sandra Lee Sandy Kreider of Sullivan passed away Friday, August 30th at the age of 75. Funeral services will be held at 11 o'clock this morning at Temple Baptist Church in Sullivan. Cremation has taken place. Visitation will be from 10 o'clock this morning until the time of services at 11 at Temple Baptist. All arrangements under the direction of the Eaton Funeral Home and Cremation Center of Sullivan. Marie Catherine DeLassis Nather of St. Louis passed away Saturday, August 24th at the age of 105. Funeral services will be held at 11 o'clock this morning at Prince of Peace Lutheran Church in Crestwood. Interment will be at the Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery in St. Louis. Visitation will be from 10 o'clock this morning until the time of services. Visitation will be from 10 o'clock this morning until the time of services at 11 a.m. at Prince of Peace Lutheran Church in Crestwood. All arrangements under the direction of the Bretton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville. James D. Jimmy Dickens of Cuba passed away Tuesday, August 27th at General Leonard Wood Army Community Hospital at the age of 82. A memorial gathering will be held Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Covenant Praise Church of God in Cuba. Celebration of Life service will be held Thursday, September 5th at 6 p.m. at the Covenant Praise Church of God. A graveside service will be held on Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Faircloth Cemetery in Cuba. If desired, memorials would be appreciated to the Covenant Praise Church of God in Cuba. All arrangements are under the direction of the Mizell Funeral Home of Cuba. Franklin Delano Frank Wright of Owensville passed away Monday, September 2nd at the age of 83. Funeral services will be held Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Gottenstreiter Chapel in Owensville. Burial will be in the Licklider Cemetery. Visitation will be Friday from 4 until 8 p.m. at the Gottenstreiter Chapel in Owensville.
Whether you love them or can't stand them, surprises are a part of life. Hi, I'm Donnie Greenwald, your Sullivan Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can help get you ready for whatever life throws at you, even the welcome surprises. As your needs change, we can change what you need to do to help you end up where you want to be. And while there is never a good time to experience unexpected costs, we can work together to help make them feel a little less unexpected. Call me at 573-468-6046 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
New Testament Baptist Church in Sullivan is starting a new addiction recovery ministry called Life Issues. It's a biblical approach to the 12 steps, bringing scriptural principles into personal focus and making them come alive for transformational living. Whether you struggle with addictions, food, depression, anxiety, or relationships, you'll be encouraged to see how others have found a new way of life with hope for the future through this program. Life Issues will meet weekly on Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. at New Testament Baptist Church. You're not alone. To find out more, contact New Testament Baptist Church at 573-468-3334.
From the KTUI WeatherBug Weather Center. For this morning, a clear sky, sunshine today, high 84. Mainly clear tonight, low 64. Thursday, sunshine, high 86. Partly cloudy Thursday night, low 62. Sunshine Friday with a stray shower thunderstorm, the high 78. For Saturday, sunny skies, high 70. Sunday, sunny, high 72. Monday, sunny, high 78. For KTUI, I'm meteorologist Jim Rinaldi.
Thank you, Jim. 57 degrees now at the studios of KTUI, 52 out at Sullivan Regional Airport. It's coming up on 6:30. Bobby D's got some sports for you coming up here. I want to tell you that Dennis Schmidt, Jennifer Wright, Jim McCullough, Shirley Summers, and David Corman all have birthdays today. Joe and Fannie Lee celebrating an anniversary. Coming up at 8:30, going to be talking with Glenda Volmert, and she's the director of CASA of Mideast, Missouri. And then Jeannie Jenkins, she's the superintendent at the Spring Bluff R15 School District. That'll be at 9:10 this morning. All right, here's Bobby D with some sports for you. Stay tuned.
Looking at sports on this Wednesday from the Sullivan Bank studios of KTUI Radio, this is Bobby D. Cardinals came up with a big extra inning win over the Brewers last night. Here's John Rooney and Ricky Horton with the Cardinals recap.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney, and a long day's journey in tonight ended in 12 innings last night as the Cardinals turned back the Brewers 7-4, and tonight the Cardinals will be going for a series win.
So many heroes last night. Paul Goldschmidt hit a home run that tied him with Joe DiMaggio on the all-time list. Another 3-hit game for him. Cardinals bullpen was outstanding. Matthew Liberatore especially good out of the Cardinals pen. Ryan Helsley pitched well, throwing 101, and just an awful lot of heroes, including Michael Ciani, who got a big hit.
And the pitch to him is hit into left field for a base hit. One run scores. Here comes another. Herrera will score from second base, and the Cardinals take the lead in the 12th. Michael Ciani delivers. 6-4 Cardinals.
Michael Ciani put the Cardinals ahead. The Cardinals added one more and won 7-4. And we're on the air tonight at 5:45. Sonny Gray will pitch for the Redbirds.
Thank you, John. We'll have that Cardinals game on the air tonight on 102.1 KTUI FM. Blues President of Hockey Operations and General Manager Doug Armstrong announced yesterday that defenseman Torrey Krug will undergo surgery to address pre-arthritic changes in his left ankle that will